Hello my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am just building another family house, and this one is on a 20 by 15 lot in Willow Creek. You probably know at this point because you know it's me, and I love 20 by 15s. I don't know what it is, but yeah, this is a very simple house. The shape is very simple, and I saw this on Instagram. I actually found a house on an account called Cottage a Day. It's cottage_day. I can't speak today, I'm sorry, but yeah, it is just this really cool account where they just share a bunch of pictures of houses that are really cute, and they're just really fun and charming, and I love them. And this was just this cute little cottage, and I don't know, I loved the color on the exterior. It was this kind of deep mustardy kind of color, and I realized I had never made a house I've never built a house that was this color in The Sims before, so I thought I'd give it a try. I really like how it looks in the end. It looks super vintage and eclectic and just cozy and cottagey, and just, I don't know what it is, but lately I've been, obviously I love modern design. It's kind of my love, but also I've just been super into these cottage, vintage, just classic looking homes, and I need to start doing some more research on YouTube and just online in general of different types of building styles from older periods, such as Edwardian, Georgian, Victorian, stuff like that. I really want to learn that stuff, so if you have any recommendations for whether it's just house tours or documentaries, etc., do let me know in the comments if you do have any good recommendations. So but yeah, this house is very simple in shape, and there isn't a whole lot of a yard, but I didn't mind that, because you know how I am with landscaping, especially right now where we have that silly glitch, which I'm praying to the sim gods and to the sim gurus. I'm sending that energy out there, and I'm just please fix that landscaping glitch where plants will jump all over the place when you try to place them on top of each other, and it's just a mess, and it's just, oh honey, it's a lot. But I did get through it anyway. I've kind of learned to get around that, but you can see here that I did a little bit of landscaping in the front, and I used that ivy that's kind of dead ivy, but it has a few pieces of leaves on it still, and it's from the Vampire game pack. And the windows on this house, a lot of them are from Discover University. I love those windows. I don't know what it is. I don't think I've actually taken the time to use these windows in a build yet, really appreciate them. And I also use those dormers there too, that they're just decorative dormers, but those are also from Discover University. And I don't know, I was really feeling this build. There is a few pieces of custom content, but I think I only used 3 or 4 items, to be honest. I the couch and the chair in the living room, they are CC. They're just recolors of the cats and dogs ones by Harrie here on YouTube. It's just from her Heritage collection. Lovely set. It's just these beautiful recolors, and they're just these really subtle, muted, deeper tones that speak to my soul. But and I also used, I think, a rug from Cottage Garden, which is really not necessary, and I want to say that's it. I mean, for real, I didn't need to use that content, but I just needed to, I just wanted to. I don't need an excuse. I just needed to. But yeah, the shape of the house is, like I said, simple. I don't know why I'm saying that again. I meant to say something else, but yes, voiceovers. Voiceovers are hard sometimes. I've realized that. Sometimes I just don't know how to speak, but I don't know how to human. But yeah, the landscaping, though, is completely done. I think it looks really beautiful. You can see there, I added some of these mushrooms, and they are from the Discover University pack in the Show Live Edit Objects cheat. Oh my gosh, I love these mushrooms, and I always love finding an excuse to use them. And yes, there are some gravestones out front. You can do with that as you will, because I don't really know what happened, but maybe they're just there. Maybe they just, were there, and this family moved in, and they were just like, you know, they're harmless, you know, they're fine, but you know, they hear, you know, creaks and groans at the night, and they're just like, what's going on? And then it's actually like, you know, ghosts that are just like thinking they still live here, and then they're just like, wait a minute, why are there people in our house? I don't know, but yeah, I do believe this is a 3-bedroom house. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-bedroom house. I'm still very surprised that I was able to fit 3 bedrooms into here. Yeah, I did do 3 bedrooms. One of them is quite small, but it's very functional. Like I'm hoping so. I tend to build my houses with aesthetics in mind more than usability, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that, but I don't know. I just like building and making it look pretty so that when I take screenshots, I'm just like, ooh, this is pretty, you know? That's like my approach, I guess, but it should be functional. I say should very loosely, but yes, it should be functional. But yeah, there is a little bit of a back garden, as the Brits would say it. But yeah, it is a lovely little backyard. I think it's just, you know, there's a little bit of a little greenhouse back there too. I mean, of course, it's my build. Of course, I'm going to put a greenhouse. I love greenhouses in any of my builds. I love the idea of having one day. That'd be really fun, but yeah, initially I was just going to do 2 bedrooms and then make one of those rooms into a living room. But I was like, you know, this front hallway section, it's like a good percent of the house. It's like a good chunk of this house. It's a lot of space to be using just as a hallway with a closet. Like, it felt really weird. And I was like, I don't like this. It's just wasting so much space. And I guess the tiny house builder inside of me was just like, no, we're going to make this into a functional space, not just something that just like looks nice, because, you know, in this case, I just think, you know, Sims aren't going to be really using the hallway all that much. I mean, at the end of the day, it's probably really difficult to play with a lot of Sims in a small space like this. So, you know, maybe it was wrong, but it still looks nice. That's all that I really care about. So it's okay. But yeah, oh, the flooring and the walls. That's the other pieces of CC that I've used. That is from the Porto set by Harrie, of course. I love Harrie's content. Like, can we just talk about how much, like, her CC is incredible. Her and Felixandre are just, like, incredible CC creators. But then also, like, just, her builds are also stunning too. Anyway, I can't remember if I did keep those though. I may have just replaced them with something. I was going through a lot of ideas. I want to say I think I did use the wallpaper from the Vampire game pack at the end. Maybe that's what it was. I can't remember. Listen, I've been doing so many builds, like I said earlier. I've been doing so many builds lately, and I've just been chaotic. Like, that's the only way I can actually describe it, is chaos, because I've been recording left and right. I've been, like, in the past, like, 2 or 3 days, I've recorded, like, 5 videos, I think, which is nuts. Like, what is going on? I mean, yeah, I'm at home all day, and it's nice because I can actually spend, like, I can act like it's a full-time job when it's not, but, like, or maybe I did use that wallpaper. I can't remember, but yeah, I've just been really taking my time with builds and just having fun with it, you know, just building whatever I want, because, you know, I've spoken about this a lot, but I've been kind of having some creative burnout problems, or at least I was for a while. And then it just hit me. I'm just like, you know, if my channel isn't doing that great numbers wise, what does it matter? Like, if I'm not enjoying it and my channel is failing, quote unquote, failing by any means, I don't think it's failing. But if the numbers aren't as good as I want them to be and I'm not having fun, then what's the point, you know? So I'm like, I'm just going to have fun with it. And then if the numbers are still there, or they go up or they go down, it doesn't really matter, because there's nothing I can do about it. I can just make content, put it out there, and hope for the best, right? I don't know. I think I did use this wallpaper from the Porto set. It's just this really cool add-on set. I don't think it's really an add-on set, but like, it's like recolors and edits, I would say, of some stuff from like Cats and Dogs and stuff. It's just really beautiful, and we need stuff like this. We need simplicity, but we just need a lot of variation at the same time. That's what I'm here for. I love it. It's just, it's stunning. And I can't wait. Oh my gosh. At this moment in this dining room here, I was so like frustrated with the window placement, and I'm just like, Oh, the window placement's going to be here soon. We're going to get it soon. It's going to get here faster than we think, because I wanted to put so many different windows there and none of them fit. These windows from the base game actually did work quite well, so I'm not going to complain, but I do think that that one, I forget what it is. It's just this window from Discover University that would just look so pretty there, but I don't know. These windows I think are nicer because they're like floor to ceiling almost. I don't know, and they're the right color too, which is surprising because they're base game. But anyway, I thought I would make this room into a like more than one function, multifunctional, that's the word, dining room. So it's a dining space with some paintings, and then of course a little desk there with a computer. It's like an old fashioned looking like typing computer. That makes sense. But it's like that one computer that you unlock in the writer's career, and I just thought it fit the space a little bit better. I wanted to go with a bit more of a vintage like atmosphere, and obviously it's not perfect, you know, because it is The Sims. It's kind of difficult to do that, but I did try my best, but I really like it in the end. But also, speaking of that, I've been thinking about that lately. I'm just like, you know, I want some new things in The Sims 4 that are like vintage, you know, like I've been really obsessed with just that style lately of just having builds be really vintage and eclectic. I don't know whether any other words apparently, but yeah, I really have been wanting some new content in my game that is very vintage and Maxis match if it's custom content. But even if it's not, like I would love EA to make stuff like that. Like I want some more counters that are like this. I would love to have like more old-fashioned sinks. I would love like a farm sink or something. That'd be really cool. But then also I would really love like a vintage looking television, like something that looks like a tube, you know, those like really old, like really heckin' old TVs that are just like kind of bulky and crazy and kind of a hazard, I've heard. I'll talk about that in a second, but like I really would love to have that or something like that, or like typewriters. Oh my gosh, I would love a typewriter in The Sims 4. Like even if it's decorative, I feel like there is one, but I'm missing it. I don't know, but a typewriter, oh, I would love that. But yeah, I was trying to use this tiling from the Porto set by Harrie, but I did change my mind to this one because it was just the right colors for me. But yeah, like I was mentioning earlier about the TV, like those old-fashioned televisions being like a hazard. I've seen this story. It's a documentary of it's called Hidden Killers here on YouTube. I know it's kind of scary, I know, but it was so interesting because it was like talking about, you know, innovations in like housing and appliances, electronics, just everything that, you know, was, you know, being invented during, you know, like older periods. And it was just like it called them hidden killers because they were just things in people's houses that were really dangerous, you know, like electrical lighting was incredibly hazardous back in the day. Like I think it was in the Edwardian time when the like electricity was being like put into houses, and the way they were doing it was like incredibly dangerous. Like they weren't insulating the wires. It was sometimes they were just open wires. Sometimes it was like they were covered in something that was not gonna keep you from getting shocked. It was a lot. It was crazy, but I remember them talking about that, and like, you know, like in the 50s, like the televisions that they had, or maybe it was earlier, I can't remember, but the old-fashioned televisions, they were very clunky and they would get very hot. They would catch on fire sometimes because they were just poorly, not poorly made, but they just didn't understand how to make them safely. And I don't know, it's just really fun. They were also talking about how like the material that they used to make like couches and just chairs and stuff like that, like furniture for living rooms, like the materials they used were incredibly flammable, but like in a very like dangerous way. It wasn't like they would catch on fire and burn up. Like they would catch on fire and they would like melt and like turn into just this goo that would like get other things catching on fire, but also they would burn you very easily. It was kind of dark. So I highly recommend that if you have a little bit of a squeamish spot or whatever, but like if you're a little bit squeamish or a little bit off put by that, I would not recommend watching it, but it's very interesting. And the host she's really like, I love her voice. I don't know. She just has this very calming voice, and I don't know. But yeah, really cool series. You just type in Hidden Killers on YouTube. It's kind of weird because like there's like one channel that has like separate videos from the documentary, but then it also has the full documentary on their channel. But then there's another channel that has it like more officially, and I don't know if one stole the other or they just decided to upload it on. Anyway, I don't really know, but just you'll find it on YouTube. It's really amazing. I definitely recommend it. It was super inspiring, and it kind of kindled my desire for these vintagey homes because I don't know. There's just something about it. It's kind of romantic in a way. Like, not romantic like gushy, but like, I don't know, if you know what I mean, right? Like, I kind of just want to like write my own like cottagecore, novel about two boys in the Edwardian era or Victorian or something like that, and them falling in love and all that good stuff, just that typical gay nonsense, just like me. That's if you have any books, that's another thing too. If you have any books that's like that, let me know. Fan fiction, books, etc. You have it, because I kind of want to start doing that in The Sims. Like, not gonna lie, I want to do that, but I don't know. I need to find some more CC. That's what I want to do, is find some more CC for my own personal gameplay so that I can make some really like very period dressed Sims. That sounded weird. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Victorian fashion, Edwardian fashion. If you have any CC creators that are custom, create a sim CC creators that kind of reflect that style, do let me know, because Plum Bob Tea Society has some custom content like that that's beautiful with their Cottage Garden stuff pack. And then I think Nolan Sims also has some beautiful stuff. But if you have any other recommendations for Maxis Match, like vintage, eclectic looking clothing, like cast content, let me know, because I need that in my game right now. I don't know what it is. It's speaking to my soul right now. I don't know why. I love it. But anyway, I rambled so much today, but I'm glad that I did because I felt like I needed to. But yeah, there is 3 bedrooms in this house, which is pretty crazy. There's 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a dining room, a kitchen, and a living room. It's pretty crazy for such a small house, but I really love it. I love these windows. Oh, these windows, even though we can't open windows in The Sims 4, they look like they can be opened. They give me that, like, I want to open them. Like, I wish we could do that in The Sims. Like, wouldn't that be so cool? Just like click on it and it would just come open, and then like it would just like give your Sims a moodlet of like fresh air or something. Love that idea, but that's probably pretty difficult to do because they would have to make it a way where it wouldn't clip with anything like curtains or something, and that would probably be pretty complicated. But I don't know. It sounds like a fun idea, but at the end of the day, it's probably kind of difficult. But anyway, here I am working on the back garden now, and I added a little greenhouse thing, and I was going to use modern windows, but I thought, no, this is not a modern build. We're going to use these old-fashioned windows just to add to the element of, whatever. And I think this house is pretty nice. I mean, it's kind of ambiguous, if you know what I mean. Like, it's quite ambiguous in that you can't really tell like what era it's from or whatever, or what it's trying to emulate, but it's like just inspired by many different eras and styles and stuff, that it's just kind of like I say, it's eclectic in that way. So because I can't think of other words, but yeah, I just put some plants in here and some planter pots just to kind of make it a little space, and I think it's pretty cute. I put some little florist tools in there, and I did put a cauldron outside just because for some reason I kind of imagined like spellcasters living here possibly. Again, I don't know what it is. I've been really liking just that aesthetic in The Sims 4 with like spellcasters living in like a vintage house. I don't know. It's my vibe right now. Drink. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it though. I will be sure to leave links down below to the very few pieces of CC that I did use in this build. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I really love you all, and I hope you all are staying safe, staying home, staying healthy, and staying hydrated, y'all. Make sure to drink water. Stop drinking so much pop. I do it all the time. Y'all need to do better than me. I'm bad, I know. But anyway, I love you all. Thank you all so very much for watching. Remember to put fun first, stay weird, and beware of the nargles. Bye, y'all.